I hadn't set foot on my grandparents' land in over 15 years. Ridgefield Valley was as deep country as it gets. No houses, no power lines, no cars, just endless trees pressing in from every direction. When I pulled up to the old place, the clearing felt smaller, swallowed by the woods. The porch sagged like it had been waiting for me, the planks groaning under my boots. A chill went through me as I unlocked the door. The air inside was thick, the smell of old wood mothballs, and something else, damp, sour, like wet leaves rotting in a pile. For a second, it was like I was a kid again. I could hear my grandmother humming in the kitchen, my grandfather's boots by the back door, but that was just memory. Now, it was just me. I told myself I'd stay 3 nights, just enough to pack the place up, meet the notary, and sell the land. 3 nights, then back to the city. That first night, I lay on the sagging mattress listening to the house creak, the kind of sounds every old house makes. I almost convinced myself I could sleep, almost. Then I heard it, scraping, slow, deliberate, coming from beneath the floorboards. At first, I thought animal, a possum, maybe, but no. It wasn't right. The sound was too steady, too measured, like fingers dragging back and forth, testing the wood. Then came a dull thud, a heavy, flat press against the underside of the boards, like a palm feeling for weakness. My heart hammered in my throat. My fists clenched the blanket. I didn't move, not until the first pale light of dawn slipped through the curtains. In the morning, everything looked ordinary. The crawlspace vent outside was undisturbed. No footprints, no claw marks, nothing. I told myself it was in my head. Maybe I was just tired, maybe half dreaming, but all day I couldn't stop glancing at the kitchen hatch, the square door in the floor that led under the house. Every time I passed it, I felt a tight knot in my stomach. Like if I stared too long, I'd see it open. That night, I didn't bother pretending to sleep. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling. Hours passed. Silence. And then the scraping returned. This time, closer. Moving along the floor, plank by plank, pausing, testing, searching. The boards beneath my bed groaned. I felt the vibration travel up the mattress. I gasped for breath, my chest rising and falling in shallow bursts. My hand fumbled for my phone. No service, not even a flicker. The scraping stopped, and in the silence, I heard it, a voice, low, muffled, speaking from beneath me. The words were impossible to make out, a wet, rasping whisper, like someone trying to speak through a mouthful of mud. I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe. I grabbed my bag, swung my legs over the bed, and ran. At the top of the stairs, I froze. The hatch in the kitchen was creaking open, slowly, carefully, as though whoever or whatever was down there didn't want to be heard. The lid rose just enough for me to see it. A bare shoulder, pale and streaked with dirt. An arm, long and thin, stretching for the floor. That was all I needed. I bolted down the stairs, slammed through the door, and sprinted into the clearing. My breath tore through my throat. The wet grass clung to my ankles. I didn't care. I ran until I reached the tree line and pressed my back against the bark, clutching my useless phone. For a few seconds, everything went still. Then I heard it. The front door opening. Soft, deliberate footsteps moving down the porch. They paused, then started across the yard. Slow, wandering, searching. I pressed myself against the tree, every muscle locked tight. My heart pounded so loud I thought it would give me away. The steps drifted through the clearing, stopping, shifting, breathing, wet and labored. Finally, they moved farther away, to the far edge of the yard. I didn't move until the sky turned grey with dawn. When I crept back, the front door stood wide open. Inside, the hatch was closed. Neat, perfect, as if nothing had happened. I didn't care what I left behind. I grabbed what I could reach without going upstairs and drove until the trees thinned behind me. I never went back. But sometimes, in the quiet hours before sleep, I hear it again, scraping, testing, searching, and I wonder how long it will take before it finds me.